used it in Kosovo, but I think at this point, given the budget realities, we can't go forward with the F-22. We've got to put our money in. We've got to have a balanced force. The F-22 is a wonderful aircraft. Nobody's got anything like it in the world. We'd love to have more of them, but we've got to have balance across the force spectrum, and we need that money to go in some other directions now. We still want to keep abreast of the highest technology, and they've got to have air and space superiority. We can do it.
When North Korea launched that missile over the weekend, that long-range missile, the U.S. had the capability, potentially at least, to shoot it down. Did the U.S. make a mistake by not shooting it down?
I don't think so. I think the potential to shoot it down is there, but I think that our real leverage against North Korea is we've got to bring other nations to bear. We've got to use international diplomacy. I certainly agree with the aspect of taking it to the United Nations. I think Japan is outraged. I think China should be concerned, and I think putting international pressure is the next step forward. We still want to resolve this situation through diplomacy. We want them disarmed, and we want them to be a member of the international community. We've got to find a way to do it against a very tough, hard-edged North Korean regime.
Are you worried the Israelis, with the new government there, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, are going to launch a preemptive strike trying to take out Iran's nuclear facilities?
I think the Iranian situation is urgent, Wolf. I think we've got to really focus on it. I think President Obama and Secretary Clinton are attempting to do that by offering negotiation. Of course, no one knows whether any diplomatic opening will work, and nothing's off the table. So if I were the Iranians, I'd pay attention, and I'd be looking for some way out of this.
But based on what you know, do the Israelis have the capability of doing that on their own without U.S. assistance?
Well, it depends on how broadly you define capabilities. They certainly have strike capabilities that are required. Their aircraft can certainly penetrate into the airspace. They can certainly hit the targets. Could they put ground troops in if necessary to follow up? Probably could. Do they know where everything is? Don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they do. But if I were the Iranians, I wouldn't bet on the fact that the Israelis don't have the capacity to do it. And I can tell you that in the region, there's a lot of concern, and a lot of other nations in the region that would like to see the Iranian nuclear threat taken out.
Good to have you back in the Situation Room, General Clark. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Wolf. Good to be with you.
General Wesley Clark, the retired U.S. NATO commander. Who is on the list of most wanted? The EPA is keeping names of people it accuses of violating environmental laws. You're going to find out who some of these fugitives are. And a key aide to President Obama praising President Bush, but slamming Dick Cheney. Do you think Dick Cheney should do what George Bush is doing? And it knocked down whole buildings, left thousands homeless, and more than 100 dead. Italy sees its deadliest earthquake in almost 30 years. We're going to go there. That's coming up.
Wish you could look younger, feel better, and have more energy than ever before? Now you can by discovering the magical power of juicing with the amazing new Super Juicer from Sharper Image. With the Super Juicer from Sharper Image, you can have fresh, all-natural juice in seconds and be on your way to feeling youthful and energetic. Other juicers are difficult to use because their small feeders mean you have to chop and slice. Pre-packaged juices are filled with sugars, preservatives, and other chemicals, but the Super Juicer from Sharper Image has an oversized feeder that accepts the juiciest whole fruits and vegetables, so you have fresh, healthy juice in a snap. Other juicers leave delicious juice in the pulp. What a waste! But the Super Juicer from Sharper Image has a high-powered 700-watt motor, and its super sharp stainless steel blades remove all the juice from the pulp, so you get more juice. The Super Juicer's mega-sized pulp collector even acts like a food processor, so it's two machines in one. Use the natural fiber in the pulp to make homemade soups, sauces, cakes, and so much more. Why give your family sugary store-bought juice? The Super Juicer from Sharper Image makes all natural juices full of healthy vitamins and minerals. Plus, it's super quiet and dishwasher safe, so clean up to breeze. Now you can try the Super Juicer from Sharper Image for 30 days for just $14.95. That's right, just $14.95. Call now and we'll ship it to you for free. We'll even include the Super Juicer recipe book. Get on your way to looking and feeling better with the amazing new Super Juicer from Sharper Image through this 30-day trial for just $14.95. And shipping is free. Call and get yours now.
To order your Sharper Image Super Juicer and receive a 30-day trial for only $14.95, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-820-7600. Remember, you get free shipping and handling, so call 1-800-820-7600. That's 1-800-820-7600.
CNN tonight. Nothing's off limits when Roland Martin steps in at 8. Roland Martin on CNN at 8 Eastern tonight.
If you're driving a car that's under 15 years old with less than 200,000 miles, stay tuned to learn how you can save thousands of dollars on car repairs with an extended warranty from U.S. Fidelis. This is not the same warranty car dealers offer. It's better, costs less, and it's customized just for you. You pick your own coverage amount, deductible, and payment plan. You even pick the repair shop, and we pick up the bill, and we'll pay the shop directly, so you don't have to pay up front and wait to be reimbursed. How much can you save? Plenty. It cost almost $1,300 to repair an air conditioner condenser, but the owner didn't pay a cent. U.S. Fidelis covered it 100%. It cost over $3,700 to replace a transmission, and U.S. Fidelis paid it all. The choice is yours. You can pay your repair bills yourself, or you can let us pay them for you. To find out more, call 1-800-810-6951 for a free 5-minute quote. That's 1-800-810-6951. 1-800-810-6951. Call now.
Vice President Joe Biden in the Situation Room, CNN tomorrow night, 6 Eastern.
The FBI has its top 10 most wanted, so does the EPA. It's going after the nation's most sought-after polluters. Elaine Quijano is here in the Situation Room. All right, Elaine, who's on the list?
Well, it's a number of people, 21 people to be exact. Take a look. In the same way that the FBI has its most wanted list, as you mentioned, so too does the EPA. These are some of the 21 people the EPA accuses of violating federal environmental laws, marked men and one woman on the run. Undercover surveillance tape, a criminal investigation. But it's not the FBI, it's the EPA. And Albania de Leon is the first woman to make the Environmental Protection Agency's most wanted list.
What her business was a fraud. She was in the business of training asbestos workers. She often preyed on undocumented workers who would come in, and rather than get the required training, she would charge them a required amount, but provide no training and then send them off into the workforce.
Doug Parker with the EPA's Criminal Investigation Division says DeLeon was convicted of running that sham operation in Massachusetts, but never showed up for sentencing.
She made a great deal of money off this, and in the process may have endangered these workers and may have put other folks who occupy these buildings later at risk.
Another EPA fugitive, Mauro Valenzuela, a former mechanic for the now defunct aircraft maintenance company Sabertech. He's accused of illegally having oxygen canisters loaded onto the doomed ValueJet plane that crashed into the Florida Everglades in 1996.
We focus on a very small segment of our society. The folks, the bad guys, the folks who are trying to make a buck or save a buck and getting over on the system, and in the process, occasionally, endangering people and the environment.
Now, since the most wanted list started in December, one fugitive has been captured and another surrendered. As for rewards, Wolf, right now there aren't any offered, but officials say that could change in the future.
Interesting stuff. Nice bunch of pictures. All right, thanks very much for that, Elaine Quijano. He's given high-profile speeches, seen huge crowds and glowing headlines. But how do you think President Obama is doing in this first test on the global stage? Your answers in our fresh poll, and our political strategist standing by to talk about it. And how would you react if the boss of your company reached into his or her pocket and just handed you a $1,000 bonus?
I was just so excited, yelling, screaming, running around to everyone like a crazy person.
If you want to keep the cholesterol down, eat lots of garlic and you're good.
Actually, a study found that garlic doesn't lower cholesterol. Exercise and cutting down on those fatty foods is your best bet.
I think I'm going with her this week.
So do you guys actually walk the walk when it comes to communications technology?
Absolutely. I think you can save both a lot of money and a lot of people's time if you choose the right technology for the right place. And we think we save tens of millions of pounds a year.
Wow, that's a big number.
That's a very big number. So if you can do something that's good for the company and good for your shareholders at the same time, then it's pretty much a no-brainer.
Wherever there is life, there are stories of unbelievable adventure and characters filled with amazing courage. Beginning this Earth Day, join 3 families on an incredible journey across our planet, as only Disney can show you. Rated G. Buy a ticket for opening week, and Disney will plant a tree in your honor. Starts Wednesday, April 22nd.
When the light comes on, it's coming. Pep Boys is America's only tires, parts, and full-service center. Right now, it's the tire event of the year, the Pep Boys Tire-Thon. Buy 1 tire for as low as $24.99. Buy any 2 tires, get a free oil change. Buy any 3 tires and get the 4th tire free. When the light comes on, just come in. Pep Boys does everything for it. All Pep Boys stores open Easter Sunday.
Just how crazy is your phone bill? Cut costs with Vonage and get your first 3 months at $9.95 a month. Get unlimited calls across the U.S., 25 amazing features, and experience remarkable digital phone service. Always low at $24.99, now just $9.95 a month for your first 3 months. Hurry, offer ends soon. Sign up at 877-4VONAGE or Vonage.com.
Lilu.
At their basic price, the phone company gives you unlimited calls locally. At $9.95 a month for your first 3 months, Vonage gives you unlimited calls nationally. All of Canada and Puerto Rico, plus 3 calls to 5 countries in Europe, and pennies a minute around the globe.
Lilu.
$24.99, now just $9.95 a month for your first
Lilu.
Hurry, offer ends soon. Sign up at 877-4VONAGE or Vonage.com.
Let's get to our strategy session right now. Joining us, the Democratic strategist Jamal Simmons and Republican strategist Nancy Pfotenhauer. She served as a spokeswoman and economic advisor to Senator John McCain during the presidential campaign. All of us remember, Nancy, from those days. How could we forget?
Lilu.
About the president's overseas adventure right now in our brand new CNN Opinion Research Corporation.
Lilu.
We asked this question: how much has Barack Obama accomplished on his trip? 16%
Lilu.
big deal, 45% said fair amount, not much 24%, nothing at all 11%.
Lilu.
Breaks down along, I'm guessing.
Lilu.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think if you looked inside of this one, I've seen another poll today that had the same thing. A lot of Republicans also think President Obama did a good job. And what he's done is he's gone around the world and really sold America and said, listen, it's a new day. I know we've had our problems in the past. Let's get past that. Let's look forward. And people are responding to that. They're responding to that not only abroad, but also here at home. It's improving our
Are you one of those Republicans?
Well, I guess in one way I am, in that I think he's obviously a very articulate, telegenic spokesperson, and that way he makes a good appearance for the country. I do think he benefits, like most good politicians, by convincing the American people that process is actually progress.